Welcome to the Rocky Mountains, British Columbia morning. You guys are going to be freezing here soon. Okay, -11 right now. About to brush my teeth. Head over to the tire shop. It really is pretty here. It's pretty awesome. And we'll hopefully be on our way with a new tire. I don't know if we're gonna try to go to these hot springs that we wanted to get to today or not, but we'll see how far we get. We're kind of playing it by ear. That's a good thing about having a camper. Starting this morning up right with catalyst vents. That might seem like a plug, but it's seriously not. I found my catalyst mint. What is that? My catalyst mint beanie. So I'm super pumped because I finally have a warm hat, and I've got these in the glove compartment of my truck because it's so much easier than coffee when you're on the run. So, cheers. Thanks, Catalyst. All right, really quick update since I'm driving. We got our tire repaired. It was 140 Canadian dollars, so that's pretty reasonable. Just a little bit over $100 American for labor and tires. So they were really nice. The dude was super cool. We chatted with him for a bit. We grabbed a bite to eat at a little cafe. We've come to grips that we are not going to be in Anchorage, Alaska tomorrow as planned. We've just had too many delays and hiccups along the way. So we are going to be aiming, we just said, you know what, let's just aim for Friday. Then that gives us the weekend, and Mrs. Rems can, we can unpack and everything, and she doesn't have to work until after the weekend. So we're aiming for Friday. So today, because we don't have a whole lot of daylight and we're not sure where the next best stop is, we're going to aim for those hot springs that we were going for yesterday. So the drive's going to get a little bit more leisurely. Bad news for you guys, that means longer with no REMS streams on Twitch. Good news, more YouTube vlogs while we're on the road. Cheers, guys. We have not seen a car in our lane or the other lane for like 30 minutes. And we're like, are we really the crazy people that are making this drive in the winter in North Canada? Probably. Like literally, we've been down the road and this is all we've seen. No cars in front, no cars behind, no cars coming the other direction. It's been like Twilight Zone. It's freaking weird. It's kind of scary. Well, ladies and gents, believe it or not, this is a highway. Earlier in the trip when we were going through like Wyoming, Montana, and Mrs. Rems was driving, and the word of the day was sketch balls. I think we're gonna change it to this as sketch balls. Pretty though. Well, we just had quite the climb up this hill. Look at our trailer. Oh, it was just all mud. We were going like 30 miles an hour up this hill. Our truck, for the first time, temperatures were getting super hot. But we made it up. All right, the truck is a beast, man. I tell you. We haven't seen like anybody on the road. I think since we've left Fort Nelson, the town that we got our tire replaced in, I think we've seen 4 vehicles pass us. And not one semi going in the other direction. So I don't think it's very common for people to travel. I mean, it's Monday, it's not Sunday anymore. We thought we'd see some commercial traffic. But no, but I'm about to show you guys a crazy view. This is freaking awesome here. The doggies are all running around. We let them out. Check this out, guys. Whoa. How freaking cool is that? All right, well, quick break here, let the dogs run around, and then we're gonna be back in the truck on our way Dog's gonna love Alaska. He thinks this is heaven. Even Apollo's happy right now. He's been all mopey and sad this whole trip, but he looks pretty happy right now. Come on, Apollo! Dog must have found something over there. Wonder if there's some sort of marmot. Hey, Blue, come here. Come here, buddy. Go on. Good to see Apollo happy. He's just been so sad. He's loving this now. What a cool freaking drive. Awesome drive, but slow. I don't know if we're gonna make it to the hot springs. I need to go find Mrs. Rems. I just came back to the truck to get the camera because this is a really cool place. Right over there is an airfield. And then like all over Canada, there's these racetrack gases, and that's what this is. It's the first place that I've been to in a really long time that you just pull up to the pump and fuel. There's no prepay, no cards, no anything like that. You just fuel whatever you need and you're on the honor system to go pay. Man, it's been years and years, like 10 years since I've had a pump that's just honor system that you're not gonna drive off with their gas. Anyways, this, I don't know if it showed on the sign when I was over there. Showed the world famous hat collection. I'm like, what does that mean? You guys seen like House of a Thousand Corpses or like Jeepers Creepers? Well, it's not creepy like that, but it's just kind of, it reminds me. All these hats are on the ceiling. I'll show you in a second. Check this out, guys. These, like the whole ceiling of this whole place is like this. It's freaking awesome. Cool, huh? This is Toad River Lodge. I'm guessing this is like a small little lake that they have as part of the river. Pretty cool, all frozen over. Warning, I just found something crazy down the road. If you don't like seeing dead animals or anything, turn away. Otherwise, what do you think happened here? Fair warning, last chance. What? That is a crow And that thing looks like it saw impact. That's weird. That's really weird. Anyways, we're gonna get back on the road. We gotta go. I don't know how many more hours we have, but we really gotta make these hot springs. I just talked to Mrs. Rems to see if there's a possibility of stopping, but we can't. We gotta keep rolling. Drive is definitely a little bit slower. Here we go. Check this out, guys. This is just a cool little stop that we pulled into to switch drivers. The sign on this motel, you guys, I don't know if you can see it, it's probably too zoomed out, but it says, after 8 p.m., motel rate $95 plus tax. If room is vacant, lights on and curtains open, help yourself. And it says, please register in the morning. How cool is that? Just like, oh, if the curtains are open and the lights on, just stop on in and pay us in the morning on your way out. This is awesome. Coming up on buffaloes. Sorry, the car. Buffaloes. Look at all the buffalo. Those are huge. That guy was not kidding. Those are big buffalo. That's a little buffalo. Cool. Look at that dude over there. Yeah, you wouldn't want to hit one of those dudes in the truck. Dang. Baloo was like, what are these? Big doggies. Are those big doggies, guys? Cool. I have no words for the luck that we've had on this trip. So yesterday we blow out a tire. We get that fixed today. We only get like half a travel day. We pull into these hot springs right as the sun's going down. We're like, yeah, it's nice. We can probably go like take a flashlight and go soak in some hot springs, right? Like we could use it. I haven't taken a shower since we've been on this trip. It's miserable. Well, guess what? We get out, we fire up the generator. I plug everything in how it needs to be plugged in. And we don't have a generator powering our camper. We've been on electrical plugs the last 2 nights. So we were really trying to get off these roads because some of them are like dirt and there's like all kinds of wildlife, so we were trying to get off these roads. Yeah, no, we can't get the generator going. I fidgeted with it. I took the whole thing apart and everything looks good, so I don't know what's wrong with it. So that means we have no heat. It's well, it was -5. It's -3 degrees Fahrenheit, so we can't be in a camper with like no heat whatsoever. We got to have something in there so we don't freeze to death. So we're gonna continue down the road. We saw maybe some places like way the heck back where we were, but we're not gonna backtrack. A bunch of the doggies are getting water, so we're just gonna keep on going at night. 6:30 right now. Why can't I have nice things? Why? So as soon as the dogs are done drinking water, we figured they were really thirsty. I'm gonna get back on the road and it's just gonna be slow trekking. Make sure we don't hit any deer or anything. This sucks. So we're just trying to find any place that has power or a lodge or anything so we can just pull in and get some heat. Something. This is what we're dealing with. This is like something out of a horror flick. Driving down the road, I feel like I'm in one of those headlight commercials where they're like, this is your normal headlights, and then it like shows you the good headlights. Yeah, we have the bad headlights. Alright, well, we just got to the Yukon. I kind of wanted to film us getting into the Yukon during the daylight. I'm sure there's some beautiful scenery. It's 9 o'clock per our time. Really, I think it's 7 o'clock now. I think we're on, I think we're like
8 o'clock Colorado time.
It's 8 o'clock Colorado time, so it's Pacific time right now. I don't know, but 9 o'clock based on our internal clock. We just stopped by Contact Creek. Cool little place. We were hoping they had lodging or RVs or something, but they don't. It's literally like an elderly couple, like a little ma and pa place here. Really nice people. It's a full service. Like we pulled up and they were watching Scorpion on TV or a DVR or something, and the guy comes out in full service. He came out and fueled us up and everything. So really nice couple. They let us know how far. I think it's like they said like a little over 30 minutes to the main Watson Lake little town, and that's where we can hopefully plug in our camper or find lodging or something like that. So that's what we're doing now. I wish we were off the road. We passed, oh by the way, we passed some bison, literally some bison that were, a couple of them, and I'm not exaggerating, as big as a small SUV. Huge suckers. So that's why we want to be off the road. If we tagged one of those on the road, we'd be done. So we're exhausted. We planned on parking like 3 hours ago. Fun times. We may not have been able to get to the hot springs today and soak, but we got a hotel, and that means a hot shower and a hot shower, basically. And on that note, good night, guys.